Jannik, congratulations. Just can you describe how special this moment is for you?
Yeah, it's a very, very special moment. Coming here, performing again in a very good way after in Wales means a lot to me. And finals are always very, very different and difficult to play. And today's conditions were very different, very heavy. So we both struggled a little bit in the beginning, but it was also a bit windy at some point. So it was not easy today, but I'm very, very happy.
Michelle Crawford from the Miami Herald. Congratulations. Can you talk about how you navigated the rain delay? Jiri was saying that he thought in a way it maybe helped him a little to regroup, that right after that you had really had the momentum. He was able to regroup a little bit before you then take over but just what did you do during the rain delay? How did that affect you in any way?
Just listen to some music. I felt like I was in a good spot before raining. Was hitting the ball a little bit cleaner, especially the first game when he was serving. But look, this can happen, and I try to focus very much on my service games. I had a couple of chances early on when we had to play again after, but I couldn't use them. But that's tennis, and at the end I found a way to break him and then serving out in a very good way. So I tried, to listen to some music, also joke around a little bit because there was a little bit of tension, and but yeah, I'm happy how I handled it.
Jannik, congrats, amazing month. Can you talk about a little bit how you could just call up your serve like that whenever you really need it in big moments? A lot of the greats did that, Sampras and back in the day, especially when you had break points, 3-1, 2 in another, and 5 straight first serves. Your first serve, you had 18 in a row, I think, 18 points on your serve. Talk about that.
Yeah, no, it's. I try to be focused. I try to understand why I missed the first serves before, and as I said in the beginning, the conditions were very different. We haven't really played in this couple of weeks in these conditions. Were very, very heavy, the balls, and so it was tough to go through it. I missed a couple of first serves in the net because they were quite heavy. They go down, they tend to go down. So, but I try to understand what would be best to serve. He's a very aggressive returner, standing very close. So you have to hit, very precise. If not, he has it on the racket. So happy how I handled, especially this week, the tough situations.
Yeah, Nick, congrats. That's now 3 straight Masters events and the ATP finals you've won without dropping a set. I guess I'm curious, first of all, on the really big points, how are you sort of able to summon the best aspects of your game, and what part of your game would you say you're most satisfied with?
Look, it has to be the serve. I feel like, especially this week, serving very well, and also, when you tend to go a little bit tired physically, when you have some free points, on the serve helps you a lot. And so that aspect for sure. Also this month, I feel like here I was serving better than in Wales. So, but yeah, it's we worked a lot, to be in this position. Now on clay, the serve, you need to use it in a very different way. You cannot go only flat. So let's see how that works. But at the moment, I also want to enjoy this moment.
Jannik, I'm going to put to you again. You are the 8th player to win the Sunshine Double. What is more difficult now? You made it. The winning a Grand Slam or winning these 2 tournaments in a row?
No, it's tough to say and tough to compare. I don't want to choose. Both are very difficult, but Grand Slams are always a bit different. I feel like best of 5 and throughout 2 full weeks, things can change throughout one night. Maybe you wake up not feeling well, and it's. The body maybe might feel a little bit more, but also here, the physically it's tough because when you go far in Indian Wells, you come here a little bit tired, but the motivation is very high, because you come from a very confidence boost also, but yeah, I don't want to compare.
Congratulations. Obviously, making 2,000 points in the rankings when you had 0 this time last year is a big step for you up in the rankings. And so I'm wondering how much you're focused on getting back to number 1 soon, because this is mathematically possible now pretty quickly. And also just you and Alcaraz have this long streak where when you both play a tournament together, one of you wins it. And it's happened for almost 2 consecutive years now, all the way back to, I think, Madrid 2024 was the last time. So how do you feel about just sort of what you two are achieving, and did you feel any, do you know about that streak when he went out in the 3rd round that you had to carry it on your own here?
No, I think it's so individual, our sport, that it's very tough to. But as I said, things doesn't change as how I see. The big picture for me is depending on how I play, and that should be the ranking. Carlos, he has been so consistent, for so long. Now we go on clay, where we all know how strong he is there. But I look on my side. For me now, the most important is to recover, enjoy this moment, and I don't have a lot of time to adjust, and I'm playing on clay if I want to play Monaco. So let's see, for me, I just try to enjoy also these moments and not thinking too much. I've always been, someone who thinks in a very present moment. I don't look in front, but I also don't look backwards, So whatever comes. I'm very happy about this couple of tournaments, and now a new chapter starts, with the clay again. So let's see how it goes.
Hi, Jannik. You were not able to participate here last year, but you won in 2024. How was winning again this year? Was it even more special, and by doing it without dropping any set?
No, but this not dropping a set. This is it's not relevant. I feel like you need to win. The match. That's the most important. But for me. I had it in my mind. It has been for sure 2 tournaments what I've missed last year, very much. Especially in a Wells, I have to say, because in a Wells you live it in a different way. You are housing. You enjoy it more in a way, because sometimes you do some different stuff, playing golf or feeling more free. Here is completely different, but. For sure, I felt like last year it was a tournament I've missed, So it is special. Every tournament, every title is different, and especially in its own way.
Yeah, congrats, great performances. I read that after Doha, you went quite quickly to California to train and prepare for this period. I'm curious, what did you feel in that period? What did you really most want to improve, and how much did that kind of preparation, lead to this?
The all-around game. Look, we've had so long days on court, and not many days off. We had playing under the sun for very much. I felt like that has been an aspect where I needed to improve. Playing in the heat, and we did that. I suffered, but I tried to go through these situations over and over again every day. And even if the result doesn't come, now, it's for sure something what would help me, deeper in the season. And yeah, I think that's it. There's no secret behind. There's just hard work and yeah, and that's it. And yeah, we definitely, it has been quite long now outside of Europe, for me playing Doha, and so I'm also happy to go back.